You keep hearing you're doing everything right. Strong reviews, projects that land. You're the one they call when it has to be done right. And you're going nowhere. Same seat, same scope, a promotion that keeps almost happening. Nobody can tell you what to fix because on paper, nothing's wrong. So, why does moving up feel further away the better you get? I know that spot from the inside. Mine showed up as a restructure, new leadership, and a decision that on paper read as lateral. Same level, same pay, and in every way that mattered, a step down. I ran the programs leadership pointed to. When something broke at the worst possible moment, I was the name that came up. Not because it was in my title, but because everyone already knew I'd absorb it and it would get handled. And in a single conversation, all of that got folded down into the one piece of me they found most convenient to keep. So I did what you do. I went looking for what I'd done wrong, and there was nothing there. You keep hunting for the mistake, and there isn't one. Strong reviews, clean delivery, nothing to point at, and you're still going nowhere because here's the part nobody says out loud. You're doing everything right for the role they need you to stay in. They've already decided where you belong. The feedback is just describing it back to you. So stop looking for the flaw. There isn't one. And that's not the relief it sounds like. It's the first thing that has to change. What I couldn't see standing in it was the mechanism. I wasn't being demoted, I was being held in place, and they could hold me there for one reason. I'd gotten so good at that role, so safe to leave right where I was, that keeping me cost them nothing. Moving me would have cost them everything I absorbed. Sit with that because it flips the whole story. You didn't hit the ceiling, you built it. Every crisis you absorbed, every quarter you delivered without anyone checking your work, taught them the same thing, that you're the safest place in the building to leave a problem. You become a key, cut to fit one lock perfectly. And a key like that opens nothing else. The better the fit, the fewer the doors, which means the thing keeping you stuck isn't a flaw in you, it's the thing you're best at. Your staying is their stability, your moving is their risk. And from where they sit, nothing's wrong. You're doing exactly what the role was built to make you do, which is why the usual fixes don't move it. Work harder, get more visible, sharpen how you show up in the room. The executive presence coaching, the communication training, that work is real and it helps. But it all works on the performance. And the performance was never the problem. The problem is that the performance became the whole story they tell about you. You can't out-deliver a reputation built on delivery. Doing more of what got you stuck won't get you out. What actually has to change sits a layer beneath all that. Beneath the performance is the identity running it, the person you've decided you are. That's the layer. That layer is what I wrote a book about. It's called SoulFIRE Leadership. It names what's happening when the strength that built your career becomes the ceiling on it. And it shows you how to lead as who you actually are instead of the version they got comfortable depending on. The first two chapters are free and it's available for purchase on Amazon now. Links to both can be found in the description below or on my profile. For me, the hardest part of getting there didn't arrive looking like grief. It felt like something was ending that I couldn't name, like I might be failing at the exact moment everyone believed I had it all together. I didn't have a language for what I was losing. I just knew I was losing something. Nobody tells you that leading differently starts with grief, not for the role and not for the title, for the version of yourself that got you this far. The one who learned to stay safe by carrying everything and never making it a problem. That started as survival, and you ran it so long it became who you think you are. So loosening its grip feels like losing yourself. It can even feel like failure. But your ability stays. What you set down is the belief that carrying everything is the only thing keeping you safe. That version of you earned every room you're standing in. It just wasn't built to carry you into the next one. That ache only looks like failure from the inside. It's the fear letting go of you. And the fear that got you this far can't be the thing that takes you further. What's on the far side of letting that go isn't a new skill set or a louder version of you. What changed for me was smaller than that and more useful. I could sit in the same meeting, doing the same work they boxed me into, and know without reminding myself that it wasn't who I was. I could hand something in and let it just be the work, not a verdict on my worth. It doesn't arrive as some lightning bolt of clarity. It shows up as the absence of a weight you stopped noticing you were carrying. You make a hard call and you don't spend 3 days relitigating it. You shut the laptop and the meeting doesn't come home with you. You catch yourself on an ordinary Tuesday and realize you're not bracing for anything. You stop auditioning for a role you already have. And none of that comes from doing more of what got you here. It comes the moment you stop leading as the version of yourself you built to survive. Here's where I want to leave you. You made yourself into the thing they can't afford to move, which means you're also the only one who can change that. Every day you prove you're indispensable right where you are. You cut that key a little finer to the same lock. The work isn't to stop being excellent, it's to stop letting reliable be the whole story of who you are. Welcome to SoulFIRE Leadership, where we talk about what leading at a senior level actually costs and what becomes possible when you stop paying the wrong price for it. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you want to see where this is costing you right now, I built a tool exactly for that. The SoulFIRE Leadership Audit walks you through the 6 places senior leaders lose the most capacity, and it'll put words to the one you haven't been able to name. 20 minutes. It'll tell you something your last review never did. You can find the link in the description below or on my profile. This week, look up at the ceiling above you and notice whose hands built it. I'll see you next week.